I don't have to play Barbie or be in the movie in any capacity. I'm happy just to produce.
At this point, and by point I mean $1 billion at the box office and counting, it's hard to picture anyone else playing the Mattel doll on the big screen other than star and producer Margot Robbie, but that was almost the case. Doing a Barbie movie was an idea that had been kicking around Hollywood for a while, since 2009 exactly. So yeah, through the years, like Amy Schumer was doing the kicking at one point, Anne Hathaway was kicking it around at one point, but in 2018, Margot Robbie's production company, Lucky Chap Entertainment, came on board, but at that point, Margot wasn't thinking that she would be in front of the camera for this one. At that point, as the producer, she just needed to get the right script written and the right director hired, and she thought of Greta Gerwig.
I said to her when she said, yes, I'll come on board, I don't have to be in the movie. I'm very passionate about making this as a producer.
Before Greta and her husband Noah Baumbach put pen to paper, or I guess finger to keyboard, her and Margot brainstormed about who should play the title role. And they both agreed on a woman who they both thought was wonderful, Gal Gadot. Margot told Vogue in May before the movie came out, Gal Gadot is Barbie energy. Because Gal Gadot, I love how she says her full name, is so impossibly beautiful, but you don't hate her for being that beautiful because she's so genuinely sincere and she's so enthusiastically kind that it's almost dorky. It's like right before being a dork. But you can see in Vogue's parentheses there that Gal was not available. Yeah, Gal had to say no to Margot because she'd already signed on to shoot the Netflix movie Heart of Stone, which just started streaming on Friday.
Hardly seems fair.
This week in her Flaunt magazine profile, Gal responded to Margot's praise saying, I adore Margot. She brings so much to the table. I would love to do anything with Margot. I was very touched by her comments. She warmed my heart with everything she said about me. And Gal actually turned up to the Barbie premiere last month, and after seeing the movie that she was not in, she wrote on Instagram, Bravo Margot Robbie and Greta Gerwig, you created such a delicious, colorful, fun movie that carries such an important message. I had so much fun watching the Barbie movie, congrats. Now Ryan Gosling was always going to be Ken, even before Ryan Gosling knew he was going to be Ken. Greta actually wrote Ryan's name as Ken into the script.
He's so funny, but he's funny because he takes it so seriously, and that's where his comedy comes from. I just never saw it with anyone else.
So all the elements of the Barbie movie would have been the same. You just had to switch out Margot for Gal playing Barbie. Do you still think the movie would have crossed the $500 million mark at the box office domestically yesterday? I mean, we'll never know. I quite like Gal Gadot. I guess I have to say this in the past tense now, but she was great as Wonder Woman. She was charming as heck in Red Notice, great chemistry with Dwayne. Of course, she's made appearances in the Fast and Furious franchise, but I haven't really seen Gal act yet, like challenge herself in a role. I don't mean like putting like a bunch of prosthetics on in some Oscar bait role, no. Just in terms of going beyond being that charming movie star and going somewhere a little bit more emotional depth, and that's exactly where the Barbie movie ends up going, and Margot expertly handled that. Maybe Gal would have too. I just have not seen that from Gal yet, so it's hard to say how she would have done in the role. But I will say, I mean, there's no point watching the Barbie movie where I thought, oh, I wish someone else was playing Barbie. I might have thought that during the monologue scene, but let me hear it. Gal Gadot as Barbie. What are your thoughts?